We at Harbor East. Like I said, I was making a movie about Baltimore. Alright, all about Baltimore. You see who that is? Alright, I don't want no misunderstandings about nothing. That's Steny Hoyer and Barbara Mikulski. That's my producer, Rob Fix. We're never gonna make Letters to Zion. We're gonna finish making Get Shorty. And we're gonna talk about the Constitution. You feel me? I got a right of freedom of speech, First Amendment right. I can make a movie. I'm the 2021 Weaver Award. I was at M&T Bank yesterday and I was at M&T Bank last year. Alright? We talking about Nancy Pelosi, Corey McCray. I'm a member of Out for Justice, and we talking about voter suppression in the Baltimore City, Baltimore County. In Baltimore City and Baltimore County. That's Governor Hogan. Like I said, this movie details my life in Baltimore since 1991, when I came here straight out the Illinois Department of Corrections. Talks about Wes Moore, Governor Hogan, Governor Glendenning. Everybody that's anybody in Baltimore knows Shorty. I'm the best of the best in Baltimore. And we're making a movie about Baltimoreans. We're making a movie about Astrobrook. Alright? We're making a movie about O'Malley. I'm a community activist. Alright? I'm a mentor. We're making movies about these individuals. Everybody is on these green cards. Everybody's on these pictures. The movie's about y'all. Because President Obama asked for an investigation. I never got one. I was kidnapped by the state. Y'all playing with people's lives. Y'all moving immigrants from Texas and Arizona up to Carmela Harris's house and shit like that. So we're going to do the same thing to y'all. I want to take black out of America. You feel me? I want to take black out of America. Because y'all charged me with a terrorist act. You feel me? Y'all charged me with a terrorist act. Social media for social change. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Everything I've been doing since 2006, I'm going to put out there. Everything that you got to turn over since you were Delegate Carter. Alright? That's Judge Carrion. Everything that Judge Carrion got, you got to turn over for a federal investigation. That's President Biden in the Department of Justice. Like I said, I'm making a movie about Baltimore. Rewired. Y'all kidnapped me and y'all thought it was cute. Y'all made all these jokes. Y'all don't hear y'all laughing no more when I walk in the room. It's a fair exchange. Ain't no stick up without a gun. Y'all called me a terrorist. I'm an activist. I'm Shorty. Feel me? Shorty, pull your mask up. That's who I am. And I might check the room. So we're going to take this to Hollywood. I either get the Supreme Court and the grand jury, or we're going to take this shit to Hollywood. Everything you've been doing to me since 1986. The war on drugs, N62528. State of Illinois versus Dwayne Davis. You stole property from me. You stole money from a non-profit organization. So we're going to put it out there just like that. Mic check. Shorty, pull your mask up. No, I'm getting ready to unmask Baltimore. You feel me? I'm getting ready to unmask Baltimore. I need a federal and state audit. Y'all got a $5 billion surplus. Y'all owe me $250 million. That's the state of Maryland. The Weaver Awards for weaving in Baltimore. And I got one yesterday with Governor Hogan. I was down on M&T Bank when the Ravens blew that game. You talking about Governor Hogan. We talking about Boyd Rutherford. We talking about Mayor Brandon Scott. We talking about Mayor Stephanie Rawlings Blake. They will congratulate a person doing the same thing as you, just not you because it's you. You feel me? Like I said, I got the Weaver Award. I went from Baltimore's worst to Baltimore's best. That's Cynthia McKinney. She had the Minority Report. That's Oz. You feel me? And that's me. So the same thing that you do to me, you got to do to Scott Shellenberger. Right there. Criminal charges against Scott Shellenberger. That's the Department of Justice. That's Martin Luther King. Y'all locked me up because I applied for Martin Luther King's job. That's the Department of Justice. I'm not the man in the red hat. I'm with Out for Justice. And we don't want this in Baltimore. So don't bring Dan Cox here because you're going to get treated just like Trump. Theroux is a rhino. He's he's a Republican with a Democratic sticker. And we're going to talk about Fox 45 and the racism at their station. Everything that you got, y'all going to have to turn it over because y'all got FCC violations. Scott Shellenberger kidnapped me. One of the movies I made was about Fox. The whole Fox team. See that? Al Redmer and Governor Hogan. Donald Trump. Board of Elections. We talking about the Board of Elections. And we're going to Judge Robertson with this. We're going to talk about white justice and black justice. The haves versus the have-nots. You feel me? We're going to talk about crime and justice. Policing in Baltimore. You feel me? We're going to talk about the good in the hood, the positive that we had to bring. Like I said, there you go, Eric Barron, Department of Justice. It's going to be made for movies. A movie all about Baltimore. Baltimore rewired, the money behind the machine. You feel me? The new faces of old Jim Crow. So Kwasi and Fumi and Westmore, that's April 2015. That's the Creative Alliance. I was making a movie. You feel me? I was making a movie. That's New Lens Production. You see that? That's Graphic Imaging. They made my books. That's Governor Hogan. I got a right to film the police. I got a right to film you too. So Bill Ferguson, Adrian Jones, I'm an activist. I'm not a terrorist. I'm an activist and I'm not a terrorist. And activism is legal in Maryland. That's the Weaver Award right there. That shows my activism. That's the Creative Alliance. I've been a member there. I'm a member of Out for Justice. And you go directly to Stephanie Smith and get that information. We're talking about the haves versus the have-nots. Black leadership selling out the black community. The new faces of old Jim Crow. And anybody that I got here, social media for social change. That's Brian Frosh. You feel me? And we're talking about Congressman Cummings. That's Governor Hogan, so he received that. We're talking about your prison industry. Shorty, the video vigilante. Got a story called Shorty. And I got a lot of stories all about Shorty. Release all material to the voters before November. Because Theroux, you through in Baltimore. You the biggest loser. That's Governor O'Malley. Y'all had that long. You feel me? That's President Biden. He signed for that. And that's Joy Lolapolo, chief highest media representative. That's President Biden in the Department of Justice. You feel me? Out for justice. And this is a letter asking the Department of Justice. Rod Rosenstein, Alan Locks, Eric Barron, Robert Hur. Yeah, the Department of Justice is protecting this white supremacy shit in Baltimore. Mass incarceration. I created the system in Maryland. Yes, you did. And I can prove it. That's Delegate Sheila Rue. She my witness. Talking about Baltimore. And we ain't talking about the Baltimore black butterfly. We talking about racism. We talking about corruption. We talking about selling our people into slavery in the 21st century. Baltimore beat. And we ain't gonna beat it. That's Micah. U.S. Department of Justice. You feel me? Ryan King, the Department of Justice. Tony Bazemore. Marilyn Mosby. She been lying to you. Like I said, this movie's all about Baltimore. Coming in spring of 2023. I don't get no justice. You don't get no peace. To be the best, you got to beat the best. And y'all ain't beating me yet. You feel me? We're going to level up. And these are the supporters of Shorties. I feed people. Shorty, one of the great ones. You feel me? The best thing in Baltimore. You feel me? From Keys, we taking care of business. That's from Keys Development. You feel me? We getting ready to level up. Save our children. Get better Baltimore. Creative Alliance. Arts and Promotions. You feel me? Weaver Award winner. And the founding member of the Baltimore Bloc. I'm an activist. I'm not a terrorist. Remember that. You feel me? And this is my toilet that y'all made me famous for. So clack, clack. All of y'all on this toilet. Because all of y'all full of shit. Davon Love. Did you use the toilet today? It's a Monday morning. Art and activism. I'm an activist. Shorty, pull your mask up? No, I'm on a mask in Baltimore. Social media for social change. Y'all want to protect white supremacy? I want to end it. So Bill Ferguson, Anderson, McIntosh, Jack, Theroux, Clippinger, Burnett. We're going to talk about police brutality. Marilyn Mosby, Ivan Bates. You took an oath to defend the country against all terrorists, foreign and domestic. Ivan Bates, this movie about you. Brooke Learman. Yeah, it's about y'all. And that's Governor Schaefer and me. That's Governor Schaefer, but that ain't me. It's about Brooks. Yeah. Black people selling out the black community. You feel me? And Brooks ain't opened his mouth. I got a video with Ben Jealous. Ask Ben Jealous. Ask Dutch Ruppersberger. Ask Adrian Jones and Bill Ferguson. I got a whole YouTube channel about Michael Bush. It's called Puppet Law. You feel me? Question of the day is, did you use the toilet? Toilet don't care if you black, white, straight, or gay. A toilet take your shit every day. Jesus had a cross. Martin had a dream. Malcolm got a gun. Shorty got a toilet. We all got our shit to deal with. And today you got to deal with this. Like I say, making a movie ain't against the law. New Lens Production, all about Baltimore. Potty training politicians. Go to Dwight Pettit. Go to Chief Justice Mary Barbera. Go to President Obama. Frank Conway. Broshin. Jazzy Lewis. Mary Washington. Yeah, I got you all named right here. Anthony Muse. You feel me? It's a movie all about Baltimore. See the notice? See the notice? See the notice? That's Judge Papaya, Judge Turnbull, Judge Souter. Alright? All videos and legal materials to these three judges concerning Dwayne G. Davis. That's the Department of Justice ID number. That's George Clinton, Parliament Funkadelic, and me. Make my funk the P-Funk. I want my funk uncut. Like I said, I'm making a movie. Social media, social change. And I'm getting ready to school you in law. The school of law. You feel me? The school of law. It's a public notice. Harbor East Cinemas. My end game is the movie, the theater. I don't need 1 million people to march. I need 1 million people to pay attention. I got 14 years of Baltimore. No, I got Baltimore on film since 1991, since I came here. Richard Sherry did the first story on me on Hard Look. So we're going to shut up Shorty TV. Yeah, Shorty TV. All about you, all about me. Imagine that. Shorty TV. News at 11. Fox 45, Jane Miller, Barry Sims, E.R. Ship, Baltimore Banner, Baltimore Brew, Fern Shen. Social media for social change. Wherever I see you, it is where I'm going to treat you. Y'all going to stop lying on me. Y'all going to tell the truth about being black in America. The haves versus the have-nots. The new faces of old Jim Crow. Because racism don't work without black cooperation. Mike! Check! Should wake up call, Baltimore. You ready for this?